searching the dark side of the mountain. Through my bones and hair and blood, words rise and cold snatched from my mouth to sink them into the cold black mud.
So when you see it, you remember when you saw it that you had to light the candles, and it dawns on you that there were dots over the candles, and you realize there was an order that they needed to be lit and a reverse order to be unlit. And this was the fourth candle in the grouping. So you would have to unlight them all, relight them all, and then unlight them in the proper order to be able to potentially undo this.
And I will point that out. We need to unlight them, all of them, and then relight them in this one first, this one, like we got, and I basically started giving the directions so everybody can help. So we put these out, and then put them back on, and then put them back out.
And the boy, when you come up, he starts trying to block you. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess him up. You can't be doing this.
You
move.
And he swings at you, Albie, when you're up there close. Can you roll a defense roll, please? What is your might?
My might is a 13, and I have an edge in that, so if I want to, I could do it. Right. But I rolled a 12.
Yeah, he swings and he misses, and it's sort of you're being swung on by some teenager who obviously don't know what he's messing with.
I'll put you face down in that dirt. You better back up.
You're gonna hurt my friend.
I'm about to hurt you and your friend in a minute if you don't sit down.
Gabriel, you see that coming down the hill, the other two boys are coming, and they're now running, and one of them is carrying this stick thing and is raising it above his head.
Going for the intercept.
Oh, did you all move? You're all in different spots too.
We didn't move. I didn't do it.
No, in the window.
I didn't do it.
Darn it!
I didn't do it.
It looks
we got shuffled.
It looks like just two of you got shuffled.
Yeah, just Gabe and Ashley.
Gabe and Ashley got switched somehow.
I'm switching them back. That annoys me too
much.
much.
Chairs.
Can I, Scott, as they're charging up, and after the boy swings at me, and he's going to intercept, I'm just going to draw my gun and fire it in the air, like it's like a warning to get them to calm the hell down.
Well, before that happens, Gabriel gets to do something because it is Gabriel's turn to do something.
Oh, that's right, true.
That would be a 19, sir.
And what are you doing?
I'm going to take him as he's raising it up. I'm grabbing the stick and flipping the entire boy over my shoulder and slamming him back right into the dirt.
All right, make me an attack roll, D20 might.
That would be the 19, sir.
And that is a critical hit. You slam him hard and do an extra point of damage, or instead of damage, you may go for an effect. You can do.
I'd rather just knock the wind out of him. Knock the wind out of him.
Okay. The stick falls out.
Yeah,
so,
grabbing the stick.
When you did this, though, you threw him into the circle and he slid across. And you see that more of the art has been altered. And the other boy, the one that swung at you, Albie, he says, we got to get this right before... We only got 66 seconds. We got 66 seconds or this is permanent.
Well, you dumbass, you're the one stopping me. I know you got to put them out in the right order and put them back on in the right order.
What? How do you know that? How do you know that?
Because we ain't dumb. Now start
helping.
What are you doing, Ashley?
Yes, I'm now coming up. I had rolled up my sleeves and made sure my gloves were on well, ready to knock out a kid.
Okay. Actually, I'm afraid to knock out a kid.
No. And this town knows, one of my first things that Gus ever told me, was knock out a man.
Right.
So I'm known for knocking out. And I am a big man because I'm over 6 feet tall and burly. So all that up, sledgehammer on my back, and I'm just like trouncing up like a brute. It's like, y'all boys better listen and sit the hell down.
And make me a perception check, you and Thea and Gus. Well, not Gus. Gus is occupied with the boys also.
Yeah, that's right.
Zebediah.
Guess what? They're
Zebediah.
kicking the circle.
Zebediah, can you make me a perception check too?
Damn it, Gus.
All right.
Do we roll?
What?
I don't remember how. I don't remember how they.
19.
Oh, it's a D20 roll against your intelligence.
I rolled a 16.
All right.
You just roll the straight die and just say what the number is on it. Unless you have like an edge to like reduce or there's things you can do with your thing, but really it's just a straight roll.
I got a 4 and I have an edge of 1 intellect.
Yeah. So that will not.
And a 19.
No, it's like
Zebediah, you.
no.
Wait, what did you get, Ashley?
16, but
All right.
if it's around magic, I'm inability.
Okay, so Zebediah, you hear this mumbling from the boy in the center of the circle, and you recognize it as speaking in tongues. You have seen it enough times, you know what it is and know what it's about. And his feet have not touched the ground yet. He is still floating there with his stick in front of him, and his head is cocked back, and his eyes have rolled back into his head like there's, well, something. And you notice that he is crying. There are tears rolling down from his eyes. Ashley, one of the boys is coming in, and you see him about to try and hit Gabriel in the back of the head that after he had thrown the other boy in. Gus, can you make me an intelligence check?
Not done. Oh wow! All right, nice. I have intellect edge of 1, but I rolled an 18.
These two boys, now that you're up close, you recognize the two of them that came in from the hill. They are Laurel and Harvey Greer, and they are from Shoal, which is a town over. It's basically it's on the other side of the hill in the holler on that side. One of them is stout and short in height, and the other is built like a beanpole. But they are brothers in face for sure. Laurel and Harvey is what you know them as. When they were kids, they were always sort of you remember that they were kind of jokesters when they were young.
Mm-hmm.
But they were always, I don't want to say bad kids, but mischievous in ways that took them into danger.
Is
and
one of them
too.
the one that's floating, or is that the one that's like?
No, it's the two that came down from the hill that were coming down this way. And one of them, the beanpole one, you see has a pocket knife that is out.
Okay.
Gabriel, can you make me a defense roll, please? You're rolling a d20.
19.
19. You sense this kid coming up, and you feel this arm come down just over your shoulder, and a knife blade you see out the corner of your eye over your shoulder where he missed. But your shoulder stopped his swing, almost dead in its tracks.
Can I go for effect again?
You may.
So turning around, I pull my pistol and put into his gun and says, next time you try with a weapon, you better aim for it for sure. My pistol, the barrel of my gun, strapped right into his chest. Now sit down.
He backs up. You see that the other boy, though, he is scrambling past you, trying to blow the candles out.
Yep, I'm helping him. I'm going, whatever candle he blows, I'm blowing the next one in the proper order.
Zebediah, you see the guy and the boy in the middle start turning. Not walking turning, floating turning.
Can I do things?
Is it my turn? I'm not sure because I was.
What?
Is it? Are we still in turn order? Because I think it was me and Ashley both got 2. So would I be?
Yeah, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact, why don't we'll just stay in turn order. So the three of you, so Zebediah, Ashley, and Thea, you all were very close to each other in number. You may coordinate your actions if you'd like.
There's one thing I'd like to say as I'm helping him out. Get that boy's feet on the ground. We don't want him floating away.
I plan on doing that anyways. Yeah. So,
Oh, I ain't very useful. I can grab the boy though.
You what?
Well, she says I'm not very useful in a fight, but I can grab the kid.
Yeah, I think if you two go for the floated boy, I'll make sure the other ones don't disrupt you. And I'm immediately going up for the one last kid, the stout one, just to make sure he doesn't do any funny business.
Yeah, I'll go over with them and
yeah.
The stout one is definitely coming towards. He was thrown over by Gabriel, but in the center, not in the center, in the circle, he is getting up while Gabriel is occupied with the beanpole one, and he is not looking like he's given up. He is looking like he is angry and ready to fight. His fists are tightened, and he is getting up.
I'm going to say.
Right.
So
you three
okay, who's Ashley about? Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
let Ashley
you
go.
talk.
Going fist in skull, just like coming over my 6'5" frame, just up. And yeah, I'm going to grapple this kid, and I'll use my control the field ability so that he feels a bit of that pressure if you do not mess with a bigger man.
What were you going to say, Zebediah?
Oh no, it's good because Ashley.
Okay.
Ashley,
All right, Ashley, make a roll. You can add that to it. So you have control the field. You can. So what do you want to do with that control of the field? You want to. What is your goal with the control?
Basically, Ashley's plan, he doesn't want to actually like hurt kids, so control the field lets me do less damage in a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. So he wants to just like immobilize the kid, like even if it's just like a tight headlock where he can't do anything against anyone. And I do have an edge in that. Yeah.
All right. So edge gives you a 3 plus 3 to your roll.
All right. I rolled an 18.
18. So it is a critical hit. It is not the one that gives you all the controls, but you do get. Because critical hits in this game are actually 17 to 20, not 20 only. But they have different levels of them. So you get some control. You can affect the situation in a way that you want. And you already stated you wanted to basically isolate and immobilize so that he was not interested in moving ahead with this fight. And you hit him. You get that grapple, and you can tell he is fighting it off. Or he's fighting it, but he is definitely not as strong as his body would suggest.
I think if anyone's close enough, there's like a very cold glaze that goes over Ashley's eyes. Like, don't get fighting me, kid.
Thea, you get over to the boy. Zebediah, you are there. What are you two doing when you get in there?
Do you trust me? I mean, I know we don't know each other very well, but
Well, I suppose I do now. What do you got in mind?
I'm gonna, like Gabe said, can't be too nice to them, I guess. So I'm gonna try to force that hang out. So I'm gonna take off my cross. Not wearing a cross necklace. But so you go to the other side, you grab him. I'll grab one side to kind of get him down, and I'm just gonna just say something.
All right. I just grab onto the. Do I know any of these kids?
No.
Okay. I look at one of the kids that is like sitting on the ground. And I'm like, what's this boy's name?
That's Harvey Evans.
Okay.
It's good to know. Okay.
I
And
hug
as
Harvey.
and as she's hugging Harvey, I'm gonna just go up and I'm gonna just jam the cross. It's like kind of not too hard, but like in Harvey's face. And I'm just gonna say, Hank, you just need to get. And I'm gonna use my shake the bones. And so it's one intellect point,
Okay.
and it does a little bit of damage. I know it might hurt the boy, but we gotta get this hanging out. So
Roll. Shake those bones.
well, I have an edge intellect, but now that's gonna help because that's a 7.
All right. So the thing, it obviously senses you because the boy's eyes roll back into it. It rolled down in and are now looking at you. Thea, you are wrapping up on the boy that is just floating, so it's just an easy thing to do to wrap.
Yeah, I grab him. And my perfect remedy can actually restore 1d6 points to one stat pool. So I want to try to restore hit points to his intellect stat pool. I think that's what drains when you're being possessed. So she's gonna grab Harvey and whisper in his ear. She's like, Harvey, yo, you need to come back. Don't listen to it. Yeah, you got your friends here. You gotta fight this thing.
Make me a roll, please.
And okay. That's an 11 with an intellect at 1.
So it's a 14. And you do this, and there's like a momentary delay in this boy's actions. And he's looking at you, Zebediah, still. And then he raises that stick up and he swings as hard as he can. And you see the face just looks like not even human almost. The anger is dark. Can you roll me a defense roll, please? You are at -1 from being close and holding on and all the things that put you in that susceptible position.
Yep, that's a big old number 5.
Bam! You take 4 points of damage from this boy being very strong and stout in his swing, and the anger is there. Thea, can you make me a might check and see if you hold on when he starts moving hard at Zebediah?
Okay. Yeah, that's a 10.
All right, you hold on and slide down the pants and fall off as your hands go under his shoes as he floats hard at Zebediah. We're going to go back to the top, but obviously whatever the two of you did not prevent, but it did anger. So, and you know that, Zebediah, is sometimes a reaction you get from this kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the ground on a knee too, because that goes to
Yeah.
might, right? Damage you get is to
Yeah.
might. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have too
Points
much
of
might, so I'm definitely on a knee. I'm in a little bit of pain.
Gabriel, we're back to the top. You and Albie can coordinate or do whatever
And
you
Angus,
do.
Angus has
Wouldn't
Yeah,
Angus-
I had 18.
Gus is at the top too because Gus rolled
Yeah.
an 18 first.
Oh, you're at 18 too, Gus.
Yeah, I'm at 18.
Oh, yeah, Gus. Oh, I missed somebody. Oh, I had G, and I forgot both of you are G. But you
Yeah,
had
it
the
is
same
weird 'cause,
number,
like,
so
I
it
have
still
Angus,
worked.
but I go by
Yeah.
Gus. We can-
So the three of you may coordinate whatever you're going to do. You are all near each other in your roles and above the roll of this thing.
I look at Gus and I say, "Can you help Thea and Zeb? I think they need your help, Gus."
With pleasure. as
Get
I
him on the
crack
ground.
My knuckles.
Don't kill the boy.
Yeah, and then Gabe, I look at, "Can you help me and this boy get these candles unlit, relit, and then unlit again?"
I'm looking at the guy who's currently at my gunpoint. I'm gonna put my gun down. We're gonna put these candles out and put them on and back out in the right order. You understand that?
Yeah.
Let's go. He puts his gun away and goes to help.
All right. And he starts helping blow out the candles with y'all.
I look at the kid that like kind of like the possessed, the hate. That's the one that attacked the preacher.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the one that
Yeah.
attacked Zebediah.
The
Yeah.
floating one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just walk in and I'm like, look, if you're fixing to fight fist and skull, you shouldn't be laying hands on the preacher. You should be matching fists with me, and I'm just gonna.
Perfect.
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
Roll that might.
I would love for you to like one punch man him and like knock the spirit out of him.
knock the hate clean out.
Like a cartoon where the spirit
Oh, like
floats out.
no, like Doctor Strange where he hits him, they like go out the body.
the hate just pops right out.
Get him, Gus. Get him.
Didn't roll super well, but can I roll an effort? So
You can add an effort, which will add 3 to the roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. So that's a 9.
All right. A 9 it is. So you go to swing, and this thing is slick. It slides to the side as it has its stick raised up, ready to bash Zebediah in the head again. We'll see if it gets there in a moment.
Well, then I'll like try to like position myself in between him and like Zebediah.
All right. So you're there. You're going to try and take the bash.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the 3 above it. It is now its turn. It is going to swing back down on Zebediah. Can you make me a defense roll, please?
That is one better. That's a 6.
A 6. Okay. So, Angus, you are trying to drop. I'm going to give you a defense roll too, and see if you can stop it. You need to roll a d20. You are hindered by 1 because you're moving quickly to try and intercept after having taken an attack that was not successful and in a very awkward position.
Okay. Oh gosh, I love this dice right now. It's that's another 18.
All right. You get to take 4 points of damage instead. You get in the way, and bam, this stick comes down on your head so darn hard.
I'm heavily armored, and I reduce it by 4. So I just take the stick, just straight in the face, and I look at it. You best try better than that.
And that's why you don't mess with Gus.
Is the spirit frightened now? Is the hate scared?
The face on this boy is just beastly angry. You have no idea if the Haint is scared. Down on the bottom of the list, we got Ashley and Zebediah and Thea. What are you all doing now? The boys have stopped attacking except for the one that is possessed.
Right. If the one that I was handling eased off, then I'll loosen my grip on him and just go and stay put.
And when you let him go, he runs.
Is he like running away?
Yes.
Howard.
All right, I see a yellow trail following you, kid. And I turn back to the circle.
Okay, the other ones are like, they're blowing out candles, the other 2. The 3.
Ashley, start lighting that one over there.
Right. And I just follow the orders.
All right. Well, they are not in circular order. Do you remember from the drawing what order they were? Do you have the? Actually, Zebediah has the map.
Zebediah has the drawing. Yeah.
Yeah, the drawn map has a drawing. Do you remember? Can you make me an intellect roll? Let me see if you remember the order. If you remember those dots.
Me or
This would be Ashley.
oh.
All right. I was just going to let someone else direct me.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
because I thought we knew because we looked
Yeah.
at it. We were the ones directing everybody what to turn on and off.
Okay, then the 2 of you can make an intellect roll to see if you know the order.
Okay.
They're not in a circle order. They don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is a different order.
Yeah.
Hey, natural 20.
Nice. I rolled a 15, but yours
Yeah,
is better.
you remember it. You're like, that one, that one, that one. And you realize as you're pointing out, it's 2 triangles intersecting. So it's doot, 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 doot. and that's
Yeah.
so you know the order. Ashley, you hear that the candles are all blown out, and you start relighting. Does anybody have a lighter? Does anybody not have a lighter is probably the real question.
That's a silly question.
Thea probably doesn't have a lighter.
One person. Guess who?
Believe it or not, Thea might have one too, because for doctors they need to heat things up so we can cauterize wounds.
We'll get her one for her doctor's bag after this.
Right?
So, Ashley,
I use my cigarette to light it.
right, that's all it takes. You just got to light them in the right order. You start lighting them up, and we will go back to the top. Gabriel, you are lighting candles.
Lighting
right?
candles. Lighting candles.
Oh, you are lighting candles.
Oh, what were Zebediah and Thea doing?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Because they were on my turn too.
Yeah.
Zebediah and Thea. Well, Zebediah is being bashed in the head by the boy in the middle, or attempted to be, while Gus is taking the hit. Thea had fallen to the ground underneath, and actually, that's a good question. What are you going to do once that happens?
I thought I was still hanging on to ankles.
Just to his ankles, but he's floating away and dragging you across the dirt.
Climb, Tia, climb.
I was gonna hang on to him and be like, y'all, and I'm like, I'm not the best person for this job.
Oh, hold on, I love that this is like, I'm not real strong, but I can hold him down. I'm not the best person for it. I love that.
Oh,
because it makes total sense. You know, I can do this. I can't do this. I can't do this.
So, Ashley, what are you going to do? Because you saw the boy run, and you are actually unoccupied in this fray at the moment.
Yeah, so I guess I was going to help with the candle thing, but it seems my might be better spent elsewhere. So I'm going to come in on this floating boy.
All right.
I said get down.
Attack?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. That wasn't my best roll. Should I use my edge? Maybe I'll use my edge because I rolled a 9 on my die.
Okay. Do you want to add your edge?
Yeah, I'll add my edge.
You hit because you added your edge.
That's all that matters.
So are you punching? You grappling? What are you trying to do?
Well, I feel like a knockout's not going to matter against a Haint. It's just going to do what it wants to do with the body, so I'm coming on in and just full brute, like, bear hug the kid and start, like, using all of my weight to drag him down.
All right. So you hit and you grab, and between you and Thea, you feel its weight drag its feet to the ground, and then its ankles and knees falter under the weight and the pressure of the two of you, and you feel it going down. So you have its knees and feet and its toes on the ground from one side. Back at the top, Gabriel, Albie, I know you two are doing the candles. Angus, Gus, what are you doing?
And I really just want to punch this kid.
You can punch his
Do
kid.
it. Do it.
I mean, now that he's like being like held down, it might be like.
Oh, he's fighting them off. It ain't just like that he's being held. He's in a brawl. And he's also got a stick.
I didn't roll so hot, but I'm going to use my my experience points and do a reroll. I think I could do that, right? I think it's like
You
2
can.
points.
You can spend one XP to re-roll a die for anybody to re-roll a die.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's a lot better. That's 16.
Yeah. So you punch hard. How much damage do you do?
I
You do
have
2,
Iron
I think.
Fist, so my fist is considered a medium weapon.
Okay.
So I do 4 points
Yeah, you
of
do
damage.
4. All right. So
Just
you
sock
hit.
him square in the jaw.
You
Does it
hit
sound
this
like a
boy so
gong?
hard his face turns to the side, and then you say, "That's all you got," and he pulls the stick back, and he swings at you. Can you make me a defense roll?
Not that good. That's 2.
Boom, he hits you for 4 points that you don't take because you have 4 points of armor. But he hits you, and you know he's hitting pretty darn hard. It feels like a sledgehammer that is just cushioned by your...
Yeah, and I'm just like, is that all you got? The reason I manifest them.
I love that we were able to like kick the crap out of the kids easily, but now the hate's like, like, nah, not so easy.
All right, down on the bottom of the numbers, we got Ashley again and Zebediah and Thea. What are you doing, Zebediah? You see this fight. This brawl is dragging this boy right over you for the most part.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to, after getting beamed to the head like twice, so I knocked my head a little while back, I hit again. Am I kind of like, not stupid, but kind of dizzy? I'm going to grab the Bible and just ask for help. I'm just going to use a player intrusion because I can do that without using XP once in every 10 hour.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I'm going to see if I can get any kind of help from that. So me kind of just grab my head like, Lord, please. I see if the spirits can kind of give us a hand on what to do in this situation. So.
And when you call out, you see the girl you saw earlier standing in front of you. And she says, may I come in and answer a question or offer assistance in some way?
So she asked me if I can either come in or offer assistance, either or, correct?
And offer assistance in some way. Or answer a question.
So, okay, but so I have to say, yep, so I'm just going to say, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to, because I'm kind of like, I'm being down, like I'm bleeding, like I assume from my head, so I'm just going to be like, whatever it takes to help, please, just yes.
And there's a moment when the light of the sky dims into darkness, and you see your friend sort of almost transparent, but not quite. And then you see this person in front of you, and you recognize it as your brother. But not your brother, more like its brother. And she goes, come on, you got to stop. You're hurting people. And the rest of you hear Zebediah pleading in a way, in a voice that you don't recognize, and a tone, and then it's, you can tell it's pleading, but you don't know the words because it is not a language you understand. And Zebediah from the ground is saying this, and you see this boy with a stick raised up. I don't want to be trapped no more. I want to be free. I want this body, and I'll beat them to death for it if I need to. What are you doing, Zebediah?
So can I talk to them? So, because I know they're talking, can I?
You can speak through her.
Son, listen, I mean, I know you don't want to be trapped here, but you got to move on. That boy's got to live his life just like you got to go to wherever you're going to next. And I know it's scary, but I'll help you through it.
Why are you telling me I got to do that? We can swap souls.
You know that can't happen. I will help you guide you to wherever else you need to go, but it can't be here. It can't be in him.
But I answered the question, and they took too long to cover these candles. They're done. I can have it. Why don't you keep the one you're in? And then your eyes open up for a moment. You're like, what?
So when eyes open, I'm just like, I'm back in, like, just in front of everybody, right? Or
no, you're still in this trance-like state.
Okay.
And all of you hear this boy say, Connie, I want to keep this body.
I'll offer him mine instead. If that's the only way, like, what I know from like other ways to get a spirit out, because if not, I'll just offer my own to try to entice him to get out of him, if I can.
Hold on, I gotta look at your character sheet for a moment.
By the way, Scott, do I see the girl's spirit that he's talking to?
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
That
probably.
hates-
Well, you would have seen it for a moment, and now you just see Zebediah.
Mhm.
But it was there for a
Okay.
moment. Gabriel probably saw it too for a moment, like just a corner of the eye kind of thing. And then Zebediah started talking weird.
Did she look familiar when I saw her out of the corner of my eye?
She did. Yeah, you know what, Zebediah, you can make me an use an inside voice roll, please. And it is added to your intellect. You can speak in a way that can convince.
Okay. Do I know what I need to roll in case I need to use XP to re-roll? Like, do I know what level this is?
I wouldn't normally give it to you, but in this case, you need to roll a 12.
That's a 13, so I'm going to use no XP.
All right, okay. So you are speaking, and this boy, I could do that. And the rest of you feel the weight of this boy just drop. And for a moment, Gabriel and Albie, you see this little girl, teenager, tween spirit kind of walk away from the area, and then Zebediah's eyes come back.
Did you actually let it in, Zeb, or no?
Well, I was, because I guess, because I didn't know.
You didn't hear it because you couldn't understand the languages and all that.
No, but I'm asking if you. I'm asking him out of character. Like, are you planning on actually? Are you going to fight it, or are you just going to let it in? That's what I'm.
I definitely would try to. I would let it in if only just to try to talk him into going to the after on to moving on. So I would and just try to and to help move along. So, but yeah, because I want to save that kid. So yeah, I do what I have to do.
All right. And there's a weird kind of a collapsing of that boy under your weight. Since you're all putting your pressure on him and trying to pull him down. And he falls to the ground, hurt, of course, from the batter, and he's taken from a couple of hits and dragged down. And I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm just actually sort of just still hanging on to him, like,
The other boys are kind of, you can tell they are sort of freaking out. Like,
is there still a ritual we gotta finish here, Gabe and Albie? Make sure everything's good.
Did we hit all the candles?
You did not yet. You were just getting the last one.
No.
I go in for another, like...
Stop.
No, hit him.
Gus. I'm already bear hugging him. It's fine.
The question then is, where did it go?
Ooh, you're gone?
No, it's here. Ritual ain't done yet. It's somewhere.
It's probably in one of us.
The beanpole boy, he takes off. He starts running.
As yellow as your brother, I see.
That's Laurel and Harvey. They're from Shoals. They are not brave.
That explains it. They're from Shoals.
Yeah, that ain't from... Not from Thailand.
And the other boy says, "Are you okay? You okay?" Yeah. I'm good. What happened? Why am I being held down here and whatnot? Did I do something wrong?
You all did something wrong.
No. I look over at Gus.
I cross my arms and I'm like, me and Albie was making sure you make it to work.
I ain't working there no more. I don't want to work those mines.
Well, is anyone possessed right now?
Well, if you don't want to work there no more, then why don't you put in your official notice so I don't have to waste my time coming out here dealing with you doing dumbass shit.
My mom won't let me.
Well, then maybe listen to your mama and make some money and help the family because they help you.
Shut up for a darn minute. It ain't gone.
I know it ain't gone.
Then we need to focus on getting it gone.
Well, if it's in somebody else, then this circle don't even matter at this point.
Yeah.
Zeb, what'd you do?
Can I even answer? I mean, at this point, would I be
you can
able to
answer, but you have an odd
Messenger.
I would say you don't even know quite that it's there. It's just this feeling like there's two thoughts going on at once.
So kind of have my hand in my take my hand off of my head in my hands, just kind of trying to shake it off. It's that weird kind of dizzy feeling too from like the thoughts. It's almost like that double image almost. So I'm kind of just holding my head.
Zebediah?
I think I know where it is. Yeah, I may have yeah, I think it might be inside me right now, but
do we need to get it out of you?
Fine.
Don't. No.
I mean, it seemed to be working.
What's the spirit's name? Do we know the spirit's name?
Would I know it now? I mean, since like
you would know it is Billy Bob Bartho.
All right, guess I'm gonna be using my ability.
name was Billy Bob. Doesn't want to. He doesn't want to leave because they were playing that game, and then he was gonna take over him for forever. But I didn't know what else to do.
So you let it in.
And then you hear Zebediah say, "But I'm okay now. I'm okay. So I'm gonna head back home. I really got a sore head."
No,
I don't think so.
Sit down till we can sort this out. And I'm going to call out to that boy, Billy Bob. Question the spirits.
All right. Do it. Make a roll.
It's not a roll. It's just
use that.
It's been two. I use intelligence points and then
okay.
Let me
all right. Straight intelligence
my pool.
Use.
Yeah.
Could I have tried to run before like he did that? Could I try like to just dip if it's gonna be appeasing? If because I feel like he'd be pretty wild. I feel like he would try to run. He would just be like,
You could, because they're not really holding you down. You're just there.
Yeah, I turned to dip because I feel like that bull is like he wants to live, so he's gonna just try to dip. So yeah.
Okay.
Could I try to catch him on that way?
We will go. This is one of the very few player v player things I allow. So, what is your speed, Zebediah, and what is your speed, Gabriel?
10. I'm not very fast.
10.
Oh dang! Okay.
So, I will say that you probably were tense and suspecting something might happen because you've been questioning it the whole way. So I'm going to give you a roll to stop him before he takes off.
17.
All right. And Zebediah, can you make me a roll too?
Come on, be low.
Be low.
Okay, wow. Yeah, that's a 19.
Damn.
That's great.
He slips right past your fingers and he just starts running to town.
If I see him bolt, I'll be chasing after
Get
him.
him!
He bolts.
Then I'm bolting. I have a 12 speed, and I am trained in running.
Get him!
Awesome.
Get him!
He takes off, and you take off right after him. You're a little behind initially because he took off unexpectedly, but it's maybe 100 yards, 200 yards before you are within tackling range or grabbing range or whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I will be full body tackle.
Okay, make me a roll.
So whatever you are in there, you should see in ZealZaddy and see that I am freaking bull here. That's a 19.
Oh!
So you tackle, you hit hard. Oh, by the way, you take 2 points of damage, Zebediah, from...
Can I control the field to reduce that by 1?
What?
Can I use my control the field specialty and reduce that by 1?
You can reduce it. You're trying to be careful.
It's still my friend's body.
Yeah.
And then I'll walk up. Well, first of all, after I watched them run and just kind of watched You chase after him, finally catch him. I dust myself off after the ground, get up, and walk over, and then I will call out to the ghost.
And while you're holding him down, Ashley, or while you're like there with him, he looks back at you and goes, "What the hell do you want? I want to get home." And his mouth don't move when he says it.
Your home is elsewhere, not in this body.
And his face starts turning red.
You also picked a shitty body to be in.
Wow.
Because you're not going anywhere. And I just tighten up my arms.
Okay.
Make sure you can't move.
Albie, you get up there. The rest of you can catch up if you want or what have you. The teenage boy does not seem to be leaving. He the two boys. The other one who was not possessed seems to be sitting with the other one and talking to him and like looking at his eyes and seems to actually be like trying to see if he's okay, like for real if he's okay.
I go over and all right, let me look at him. Is this Harvey, the kid that was possessed?
Yes.
Okay.
Is he going to be okay?
Let him look.
Well, yeah.
Thea's back there with the rest of you. I thought had moved on to catch Zebediah, so this would just be Thea and Gus back here. I would think.
Yeah, she's checking him out.
His eyes look very still, and there's still tears running down, and he looks scared.
And Thea is just going to ask him, "What'd you see?"
I saw a haint, and I got to ask it a question, but then it once it was in me, it didn't leave like it's supposed to.
I put my hand on him, and it's like, it's best I'll forget that. And I'm going to use my charm touch.
Okay.
And expend an intellect point. It's easy forgetting. Sorry. I touch a creature and say the proper words to reach them. With a successful intellect roll, you ease up to the last 5. You erase the last 5 minutes. Yeah, so I make a roll, and then the last 5, their memory is erased.
Wonderful. Make that roll.
I believe.
You can do it. You can do it.
Okay, that's 12?
Okay. Do you have effort? Intellect? Intellect?
Or edge. Edge.
Or edge,
Yeah,
I mean? Edge, I mean?
An edge intellect.
You have edge.
Yeah.
So that brings it up to a 15. And his eyes kind of clear up, and he stops sniffling. He's like, I don't know what happened. I'm really sorry, but if we caused any trouble for you, is what did I? And he looks at his friend and goes, did I meet the Haint and get to ask you a question? And the boy looks at the two of you for a moment. No, it didn't work. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping to meet
You took a tumble, too. She just like gestures at his face that's been beaten.
I was hoping to meet my paw. All right. One of these days, maybe. I don't know who you are, though. Who are you? You look a lot.
Yeah.
You look a lot like Lexi.
This is Thea.
I'm Lex.
Oh, darn.
Probably the best doctor in this town.
How's?
Yeah, let me. I open my bag, start patching him up.
Oh, thank you. How's Lexi doing? I heard some bad stuff happened with her.
We got her fixed up too. She's back at home with her paw.
Oh, y'all must be so happy to have her back home. It's good to have the family together, you know.
Well, I've moved
know
in
that.
with Mr. Bell on my own now.
With old Gus?
Well, he needs some helping at home now.
Now, what's wrong with old Gus?
Ain't nothing wrong with you, sir. I apologize for any miscreants or whatever. I don't know those big words so good.
Now look, son. And I like put my big hand on his shoulder. Look, I know you miss your pa, but look, that's just a part of life. Believe me, I've gone on living longer and missing far more people in my life. You're just gonna go on living.
Yeah, I gotta get to work. My mom's gonna be really mad. Sorry, I caused y'all so much problems.
And is this stick nearby?
It's right next to you.
Mine's in the right place.
Stick.
You what?
I take that stick.
All right. Here's what the stick looks like.
Your
now.
mind's in the right place now. Go help your mama.
There's what the stick looks like.
Oh. Kind of Cthulhu head on top of it. That's nice.
What the hell's a Cthulhu?
No, that's Morgan. There was no country accent on that.
Suddenly.
So back at Zebediah, so when you pick up the stick, it has an odd feel to the wood. It feels different than wood should feel.
I don't like this stick.
And as you're standing there, you realize there is a second stick outside the circle over by where the attack on Gabriel happened.
Mm-hmm. I go and pick that stick up.
It looks like it's a whittled approximation. Not as perfect and clean as this one, but it looked like it had been worked on and was getting closer and closer.
Are the boys still there?
No, the other two, they took off. The two boys that were here originally are here.
I look at them and I'm like, y'all trying to make more of these sticks? Or are you trying to make more of these sticks? Or I shouldn't say y'all.
Harvey's already made like 5 or 6 of them. You know, he's a good whittler. You know, he can make almost anything. It just takes him a little time. He even got some what's that stuff called, sandpaper from the grocery over there, or the general store. I mean, he's been really cleaning them up good.
Have you used these other sticks? Do they work?
Well, I don't know. We were going to try that one. We wanted to see if they'd work without him having to put all that effort in to make it just perfect, so it could save him a little time, but we never got to try it.
And what was the goal of having all these extra sticks around?
Everyone wants to meet their loved ones, so everybody wants them. All the kids want them. Now a bunch of them got them all over the place now. I think.
Now, where'd you learn about these sticks and drawing these circles of candles?
And he points at the alderwood tree right there, and he in the holler up in there. Gus, you and Thea make me a. Actually, do you have understanding magic, Gus? I don't think you do, right?
No.
Okay.
Nope. No magic.
You can
at
make
all.
me just an intellect check or an intellect roll. Thea, make me an understanding magic roll, please.
I am inept in that.
Okay. Then you won't even make it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, crafting and using is what I could do.
Yeah.
Ending, nope.
Yeah, you won't. You can make me an intellect roll. Just a straight up intellect roll.
Woo, that's a 5.
That will be a no.
I got a 3, so I'm just like
Also a
looking at
no.
the tree, and I'm like, the tree taught you how to make a stick?
No,
Well,
we found the first one in the hollow in that tree. It's real. It was hidden away, and we found it there.
But what about the circles?
And he rubbed some of the dirt away, and you realize there's a big slab of stone here with this already carved in it, and they were just carving with the sticks to make it clear. The circles here, I mean, you can do it if you draw the circle and just in the dirt. It's just there's too much, everyone felt it was a little risky to do it with just dirt, because if you mess up the edge too much, you might, well, who knows what happened? We don't know. So we like to do it here where I think it was a Cherokee stone or something.
So it was already here in the cemetery.
Maybe it's not even Cherokee. The other one says it might have just come from like Ireland. I don't know. It's old.
I'm gonna move the dirt around to look at the stone.
I mean, this might just be older than me, my daddy, and my daddy's daddy. Because my ancestors were Scot-Irish.
And so when I move the dirt, are they saying there's a carving in the stone itself beneath this dirt?
Yes, there is.
Okay, and it's the same sigil on the
Yeah,
paper.
they traced around it in the dirt with a stick just to make it more obvious where it was and stuff. So they knew where to put candles, it seemed. Because it'd be a lot of work to just clear all the dirt off this thing.
But what about the candles? I mean, Albie was talking about lighting them in a certain pattern.
Yeah.
I don't think the stone would have told you that.
No, the paper that was with the stick told us that. There was, you got that? Yeah, I got it. I don't think I want to show them though. It ain't gonna go good for us if I. And
it already ain't good for you.
And he looks up at you, Gus, and he goes, "Hold on, I'll find it."
We're trying to make it better.
And that's what the original looks like.
Do they hold out the paper?
Yeah, he pulls out a paper, and it's in a piece of, in between two pieces of leather, and kind of rolled up. This was the one we found, and it.
Can I just take the paper? Can I just snatch it?
Sure, just take the paper. You took my paper. I won't know what.
Yeah, what you're doing is dangerous. No, you miss your loved ones.
Wouldn't you talk to your loved ones? Let's say you lost your pa. Wouldn't you want to talk to him?
She's like, well, I don't know about that. she just, well, what you're inviting into you might not want to leave.
Look,
if you do it right, they don't have a choice. You have 66 seconds. I don't even know how to count it, but we do it early. We get one question in, we ask them a question, and we put them all out in the right order, and it's over.
We're playing with fire. Someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to get burnt. Someone's already been hurt. Someone's already been burnt. We got to do an exorcism on Lexi.
I don't know what that means, but I'm sure.
It means that he's in it, and we had to show it out.
Oh.
And then you know what that haint did? It jumped an old man Carol and jumped him into the river. He's dead now. You want to end up dead in the river?
No, ma'am. I don't want to end up there.
Well, the best you put this. Hey, don't come back to it.
There's no point on dwelling on things that lie still. Take it from me. I've lost all of my siblings.
And you must have had like 20 or 30.
Yeah, there's a whole gaggle of bells, but
yeah. All right. Well,
Nothing you could do.
There's
no need in trying. No need in hoping.
I'll give up hope then. I will work on that then, Mr. Bell. I apologize for bringing that to Guilty Hole. I know that we should not be thinking of things like that. We should not bring hope to these matters.
Look, work on what you can. Look at what you can grab onto with your own two hands.
Yeah, like a pick, the other one says. Yeah, I know what he's saying. I know we got to work. All right. Back at Zebediah.
There are many that love you that's still alive. So
What?
use those hands to help those that are still alive. And those that still care about you.
Yeah, you're right. You're like wise. I didn't know you were wise.
Just kind of cross my arms.
Back at Zebediah, Gabriel and Albie and Zebediah and Ashley are collected around Zebediah, who nervously looks like he wants to still take off, but is now surrounded by the three of you.
Well, I'm still bear hugging him where I tackled him.
Yeah, you're holding him tight.
Letting my weight do all the work.
Yep. The two of you get up there.
How'd that work out for you, Billy Bob?
You really need to let me out of here. I got things to do. Come on, Ashley, let me go.
Nope.
It's me.
No, it's not you, Zeb.
It's
No,
Zebediah.
it's you, Billy Bob.
Try again, Billy Bob.
And I'm going to use my ability to talk to Billy Bob.
And then Zebediah turns his head and looks at you and go, so you're going to beat me to death? Is that what this is going to come to? And
Who is he looking at?
He's looking at you, Albie and Gabriel. You're on one side. Ashley can't see because Ashley's on top and holding him down.
Who said they were beating him to death? I just said.
No, Zebediah looked at you and said, "So what? Are you gonna beat me to death then?"
No, we ain't gonna do all that. But we are gonna get you out of our friend because unfortunately, that is not your body, sir.
I don't care about this body. I'll take yours.
You don't want mine.
There's nothing left for you here.
Actually, Ashley seems pretty tough. That's one I'd like to have.
You ain't getting that one either.
Ashley, you want to live for a longer time? You want to live forever, maybe? Maybe you want to... Oh, maybe you... Can you make me an intellect check against something?
Can I internally fight against it, especially when we start going after this? Can I do a roll to kind of fight it?
Yeah, you can. You can do it right
You said
now.
intellect?
Yes.
I'll say nat 20.
Hey!
And I'll just kind of whisper and be like, my life's already marked. It's like in a very hush whisper.
Yeah, he says, I can see that thing you're afraid of. And then it goes silent as you shut him down.
Listen, Billy Bob.
Zebediah,
Before I use...
make me a roll to take back control. Intellect roll, please.
That's a 12. I do have an edge in intellect, but that's a 12.
15.
All right. So you feel yourself kind of get control back, but you feel like there is a pressure in your brain or in your mind that is really like a champagne cork, and your mind is in there trying to push out, or a mind is in there.
Actually, I think you may have to do more to knock me out. My brain's split, and I don't think I can hold on much longer. I'm sorry.
The soldier boy's got this. Don't worry about it. Just hang on.
Can I use my ability to confront the spirit in that trance like we did the first time?
Yep. You may.
All right. See, yeah, like I said, and I'll spend the points to do that.
And there is a moment of disquiet and discomfort in your own mind. You feel this thing fighting, and you see Zebediah's body start to shake, convulsing, and then you see goose pimples rise up over his face and arms. Zebediah, you feel weird things happening to your body, and you are distraught about it, but you see Albie is talking in a way that seems like it could do something.
Here you are, in my friend.
You ain't getting
Trying
him
to
back.
run.
You ain't getting him back unless you give me yours. I got to have somebody. I don't want. You know what? If you take me
Tell
out,
me your story. Tell me your story. Tell me what you're trying to do, and perhaps we can come to some kind of arrangement. But I need to know what you're trying to run to. You know, like, tell me your story.
I'm trying to run to living.
Living. Boy, you lost your mind. You ain't alive. Hell,
I can be alive with a body. That's all I need is a body, and I can be alive.
That's not living. You taking over somebody else's life, forcing them to out. How would you feel if it was the other way around? Would that be something you'd be okay with? Someone just taking over your body and
if you don't let me keep this body when I get in the next one, and I will get in another one, I'm gonna murder people all through that town. I'm gonna go on a spree like you ain't never seen or heard.
Yeah, are you now?
I am, and I'm gonna murder you as one of them.
Yeah,
and your friend Gabriel in your sleep or something. Or maybe you got family.
That's really sad.
I lost my sister and my family. Why shouldn't I take someone else's family?
I lost everything. And I'm not going around killing everybody. What makes you think that your life is so much better that you can just walk around hurting others because you don't like what happened to you?
Zebediah, what are you doing while this is happening?
I'd be giving Albie encouragement, so I'll just be yeah. So I'd use, if I can use an intellect point, I'd be giving him encouragement, just saying thank you, Albie, and then as well as that, just trying to help him talk the boy down, just being like, hey, you, like I said, what happened to your family? That's not, that may not be fair, but you need to be with your family now. They're gone. They moved on as well, so you need to be with them.
Oh, your sister was just here. She told you what you're doing was wrong. You think that makes her proud?
She's a little kid too. She don't know no better than I do.
Clearly, she knows better than you did. She came over here and tried to get you out of there because she knew what you're doing was wrong. She's trying to help you. You over here trying to threaten and hurting people? Is that how you want to live? You'll live? You say you want to live. That's how you want to live.
I just want to live. I don't need to hurt people. I just want to have a body that I can live again. I don't want to be dead. Dead ain't nothing.
Well, you haven't gone.
It's not just nothing.
There's more to it. You're here. There's a new world to explore. There's things that you can do that we can't. Explore that world or go to the next place. Who knows what's there? I think. Are you scared of going forward?
I ain't going there.
Why?
I don't want to see what's there. It ain't right to go there. I know it. It's not safe.
It is right. It's natural. I get it. It's scary. You don't know. It's a lot of things are scary, but you'll be okay. I'll pray with you. I'll help you. I'll guide you anywhere there, whatever you need to do to get across.
I did things that will not make going there better.
Yeah, but you can atone for it. It's never too late.
I don't want that kind of atonement. I don't want hellfire forever. I don't want none of that. I would rather stay here and kill if I need to keep from going there.
That's going to keep you from going there, killing? Eventually you're going to go there and it'll be even worse based on all the things you do.
Hold it off till the end of time if I need to. Keep swapping bodies, whatever I need to do.
You really think that's how it's going to work?
I have no idea. I just know I'm not there yet, and I've been trying to find somebody that I could get.
The best you could do is get into a boy's body who was using a stupid stick. And then, because our friends messed with the ritual, you were able to get in. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. We're not going to allow that to happen again. And the reason why you're in this one is because this gentleman was kind enough to give you a chance to explain yourself. You need to move on. Your sister, and if you don't want to move on, stay here. Be there with your little sister. She needs you. You run off and leave her spirit here. What's she gonna do? She gonna stay here by herself? You said she's a little kid. How wrong are you for that? So self-centered that you're only thinking of yourself? I have a little sister. I would never leave her over my own things that I want. She's been through just as much as I have. Think about that.
Can you make me a... Oh, where is it?
I gave him encouragement too, so that should lower by, should make it easier, I think. Let me see.
Yeah. I'm going to let you try and use that as persuasion. That was a pretty good idea in there.
Is that based on intelligence, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's intelligence, and I'm going to give you an ease for ZealZaddy helping you. So it's, instead of rolling a 12, you need to roll above a 9.
I rolled a 10. So I'll take it. That was a little scary. I was like, I rolled it. I'm like, okay, 10.
Yeah, my sister does need some help, but I'm telling you, I don't want to die, and you don't want to die neither. I can see you have seen death, and you have been part of it. All of that sits on you, you know. Your soul has black spots. I can see them. So does his. And Zebediah's hand points up at Gabriel.
I know. Yeah, we've done things we don't.
He knows too.
That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling you that what you're doing isn't right. I know. I've seen the hell.
And then Zebediah's body drops. Like there's a weight that leaves it. And you can feel, Zebediah, that it is empty. That what was there is gone.
I'll tell Billy Bob, if you want, I'll come back and talk to you. That way you don't have to be alone, you and your sister.
There's no response.
And I just sit down on the ground and go, Gabe.
You want that drink?
Yes.
What do you
Pulls it out, hands it over. Gabriel, after Henny goes and just like pats Zebediah on the face. You with us, man?
Yeah, I'm sort of making sure he stays up.
Yeah, so just leaning on Ashley. Thank you, and
you in there?
Yeah, Zeb's in there.
All right.
Zeb.
Yeah,
Zeb, thank you. I don't think I could have got through to him without your help. So thank you.
No,
good fighting.
No, thank you. Ashley, thank you too for stopping us. But
yeah, I hope I didn't crush you too bad.
Oh, it's okay. My rib, I mean, it's my head and rib that heal. Like at least I'm alive to have them heal. So no, you do what you had to do, Ashley.
I usually give more gentler hugs than that, but I thought it needed to happen.
It was a little tight, maybe a little ease up a little bit, but and I'll look at Albie like Billy Bob said some mean things, but I mean, no matter what dark spots, like I said, I think you're already atoning that kind of thing. So
I don't know if there is atoning, but listen, you may not have the physical strength of a warrior, but you have the mind and the soul of one.
Thanks. I gotta thank Gabe for that because he kind of inspired me the last time I kind of messed up. So I gotta thank Gabe for inspiration right there.
Ain't nothing you gotta thank me for.
Let's go check on. Yeah. You read my mind, Gabe. Let's go check on those other ones and make sure Thea and Gus are all right over there. See what they found out from those two yahoos.
As well, Oprah going to ask Ashley how he struck, like how he manhandled those boys. Like, can you teach me some of those moves sometime? I mean, I think that'd be come in handy.
Well, I may have to start working on muscles there. I like clap him hard in the shoulder.
Ow.
Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. He barely standing as it is, Ashley. Don't slap him that hard.
I think as you guys are saying that, I'll lean over to Gabe and be like, remind me never to piss off Ashley.
Shit, you need a reminder?
No, not really. I'm just saying. Boy,
Thea, can
you make
me an intellect roll, please?
Who's rolling?
Who's
Thea,
rolling?
can you make me a perception roll? Sorry.
That's a 10.
All right. So you and Gus are standing there with the boy. You grabbed all that stuff up. The candles kind of blow out. And while you're looking at them, the wax that had dripped down the side, you see it undrip and pull back into the original form of the candle. Each one of them. And you see the other, Zebediah and Gabriel, all them are starting to head back towards where you are.
Look at Gus. I think we need to collect these candles too, Mr. Bell. Something strange.
Yeah, these candles can't be good. And I collect the candles.
And then the other four of you catch up.
I'll go over to Zeb immediately. Are you?
Yeah, it's me. They
Sit down.
they saved me.
I put you down and I start working on you. So,
Yeah, I think my head's kind of bleeding. So I don't know what you have for that, but I have a killer headache right now.
I got that for you. Here, have some codeine.
Don't. When we're walking up, are we able to? Do we see that with the dirt moved away that there's a stone slab underneath everything?
Yeah, you see it. You're looking at the candles and stuff.
Ashley, let me see your sledgehammer for a second.
Wait. Hold on. Let me study this thing. Make sure you break it, you might release something. Who knows? I mean, we got to know what we're dealing with here.
By all means.
We saw what happened. No offense, Gus, when he just charged in there.
Yeah, but now the ritual's not active, so see if there's anything stuck in it if you can.
Well, something might be happening as I'm collecting candles, and I show off one of the candles that's slowly reforming,
unmelting.
Unmelting.
Yeah.
In a sense.
I have my ability, Mystic Sense. And we've been here for over a minute. I mean, I've been looking at all this stuff.
Yep.
Mystic Sense, you can sense whether there's something mystical or magical going on in the situation, where its presence is not obvious. May study an object or location closely for a minute to get a feel for whether a mystical touch is at work. Plus, on top of that, I have understanding magic. So I'd like to kind of see if I can understand what is all involved and how far the magic reaches out from this thing.
So there is definitely something going on here. Some kind of old magic. You're not sure exactly what. It is definitely related to the dead, which takes no genius to figure out. Mm-hmm. But there's also presences here. You can feel spirits. And just Gabriel even starts feeling them now that he's here and present and not in a fight. You can feel, but you are next to a cemetery, or actually you're in the middle of a cemetery, so that makes sense too.
I don't know if you want me to roll. If we were to shatter this stone, will it be bad or good?
I don't think you would know exactly.
All right, before we shatter this, maybe we go talk to your auntie.
Talk to Auntie? Yeah, we'll go talk to Auntie Bavati about this. You're right. I'm sorry, I was just trying to solve the problem. I want to get rid of it. So
I don't mind talking to Miss Pavati.
But
I'll dig you a grave right here in the cemetery, Gus. Don't worry, spirits. I got another one coming to join you right now.
Miss Thea, by the way, may I add that your work there with wrapping everybody up is very good. I've seen medics over in the war that were less adept at doing what you're doing. So,
and the boy looks at the four of you.
Thank you, Ken.
You did good, kid.
I'm sorry I caused all this trouble for all y'all and for all yous. I didn't mean to do it. I just wanted to speak with my paw, and I'm a little upset that it didn't happen. But
can I ask you a question real quick?
Sure.
It's okay. And again, this is not to get no one in trouble. Who was the first one that started doing this?
And he looks at the other kid.
I'm asking politely. I could be asking not politely.
I don't know which one is one of the silent ones.
If you can give us a name, like my job, you know who I am, yeah? You know what my job is?
Oh no, I don't want to get no.
Hold on, listen
beat
to
up.
me. No,
I can't give you the name of the silent ones. I mean,
listen. Your family relies on the money, right? On the income that you make with the mines. If I go back and say you were playing hooky, you know they're going to fire you. Your mom's not going to be happy. Now, if I go back and say you're not feeling well and you needed the day off, and I checked on you and all that was good, no harm, no foul. We won't tell anybody who told us the name.
Oh man!
So you get to go home. You get to keep your job and keep your mama happy. We get to find out who's involved in this and try to stop people from getting hurt, and it's a win-win for everyone. And nobody knows you said anything.
Right. I say, looking at his friend. Right.
Yeah, I guess. Oh my God. Well, the silent ones, they're the ones from the Howlers that they've done it enough times that they don't even feel the pain of it no more. It's like natural for them. It don't hurt nothing or nothing. There's and he puts his fingers out. 1, 2, 3. There's 7 of them.
7 silent ones.
Yeah.
When you say and they don't talk none, or
well, no, they don't, like, it don't hurt them, so they don't even scream when they allow them in. It just happens, and it's like nothing happens to them, and they get their questions answered, and it like us, like, we ain't done it that many times. I've only done it 4 or 5 times myself, and it hurts every time. Like, there's a pain, but when you do it enough times, you can get used to the pain where it don't hurt no more.
Well, you know that pain's probably telling you shouldn't be doing it, right?
Work hurts
you know what happens
too.
when it stops? But
it does
when it
stop
stops,
if you
things
do it
happen when the
enough
pain stops.
times.
Yes, and then they take over for good. You know what just happened to me just now? What happened to your friend just now?
There's Zori Rage and Jules Oxman. He's one of them. And Nalatia Lentz, she's one. And Archie McSweeney. You know Weenie, right? Weenie McSweeney. Gus, you know all these names.
Okay.
Rebecca Louise May and Leanne Duty.
What was that?
What? I'm giving you the names of the silent ones.
I understand.
Rebecca Louise May and Leanne Duty is one.
Mm-hmm.
And
Leanne Duty.
Amelia Sin. That's the ones that are the silent ones.
Albie, I think we need to have a conversation with our sisters.
Oh man, don't do that. Please don't go in and talk to them. They're gonna know that it was us.
They ain't gonna know it was you.
They ain't gonna know it's you.
They're gonna know. There's no way they're not gonna know. And then they're gonna put spells on us or some things like that. I don't want to go down that road. It's dangerous to do that.
That should be the least of your worry. We'll handle it.
Now you're gonna go home. You're gonna get some rest, and you're gonna be in the mine tomorrow, right?
I am, yeah. I am too. Mr.
Gus,
Crow.
you good with that outcome? You good with these boys going home, taking some time to reflect, rest, and recover, and heading in tomorrow?
Yeah. They were just a little under the weather.
Yeah. Now get.
But please leave your loved ones to rest. They can't come back. You'll meet them eventually in due time. Just got to be patient.
And they shake their heads, and they start by walking, and then it ain't long before they're running.
Before we go and talk to our sisters, we need to talk to your auntie.
Yep.
Find out what she knows and what we're dealing with.
Yeah. Can I have my flask back,
What?
Albie?
Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, thank you.
While you're all doing that, I'm gonna take a nap because I'm still a little. I'm just not feeling the greatest. So
Not with that head wound you have, sir.
I know men who got hit in the head, went to
Don't
sleep.
wake up.
Wake up.
Nope. sir.
Okay.
Not until Miss Thea gives you a clean bill of health.
Not till she says you can go to sleep. You ain't taking no naps right now. Ashley, please make sure that Zebediah does not go to sleep before he's allowed to go to sleep.
Just don't bonk him on the head.
Just don't hit him on the head no more.
I'm awake.
I'm doing my
I'm
best.
good. I'm awake.
Miss Thea, will you do us a service, helping the good preacher out?
Well, she actually already has looked at him.
Yeah, she has.
Right.
So yeah, he should get 1d6 points back.
Yep.
Ooh,
You get to roll that.
dang. Do you get to roll for it? Who gets to roll it?
You get to.
Ooh. Yay, that's
This-
4. Yes.
One bashing mine taken away.
Thank you, Thea. I feel a lot better. Thank you so much. Oof. I mean, wow. You're gonna make a fine doctor.
Well, I try. Thank you. Best you mind yourself. Still have
Well, I mean,
there's still trauma here. And then she you see her look at your eyes to like check for like concussion. Yeah. Best take it easy for a few days.
all right. I mean, I can't promise. So I mean, I think with all of us, I don't know if I can promise that, but I guess I'll try. That's all I can do.
You're staying at the other church, right?
Yeah, they let me stay there, help out the cemetery near there.
Well, we can have a discussion with they have a preacher there? Is that what they call them?
Yeah, they have a preacher.
We can talk to the preacher there. Tell him that you had a tumble. Maybe need to be lying on your feet a few days.
So, but I think about, well, I can not have to not do anything. Like, yeah, yeah, I think I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I'll definitely, yeah, that's a good idea.
Well,
All right, so what's the game plan now? I mean, we rescued the boys, but now we know there's a whole bunch of other things. So we're going to the sisters right now.
Well, Albie and I are at least going to speak to my auntie real quick. And then we're going to figure out what we're going to be doing after that.
My sister. Is a silent one?
Mine too.
Hey,
You know what, though?
Mine too.
Honestly, even though what I know not, I can't even blame her. I wasn't here.
I was thinking the
Lost
same
everyone.
thing.
She lost everyone. She was on her own.
but you can't blame yourself. So you guys got drafted out there. What were you supposed to
I
do?
didn't get drafted. I
We
signed
volunteered.
Well, you volunteered, but you're trying to help the country though, so you can't blame yourself for that. You're trying to protect your sisters.
up. A lot of help I
You're
did.
doing the best you can do.
Right. Well,
Hey,
one thing at a
just please,
time.
when you talk to them, just please, that you already know that
Hell,
they do
we
what
don't
they
even
think is
know
best.
if
Don't
they're
feel
them
anger.
anymore.
Right.
For all we know, if you do this enough, you just become possessed. Maybe that's why they don't feel no pain no more. Maybe it's not even fully them anymore. We don't even know what we're dealing with here.
Which is
Do
why
you
we're
truly
gonna go
believe
talk
you
to
would
my
know they're your
auntie.
sisters? I mean, I think. Do you truly think you would know your sisters? I mean,
I don't know. I've been gone
you
long
knew it
enough
wasn't
and
me.
Everything,
You don't.
everything I saw. I don't know, man.
You don't even know me that well, but you knew me. You knew that wasn't me before, and you barely knew me. You guys know your sister a lot better
Yeah,
than
but
me.
we saw.
Zeb.
But Zeb, we saw what was happening. We were able to put it together that way. There's a little bit of a difference.
How long I've been home? I've been sleeping in the same house with her. Never would have thought. Never would have thought.
Wasn't even on my way of thinking.
No.
Look, there's no point in gawking at what was. Now, you guys, you two, are the elder. sit your sisters down, talk them square.
If they're still there to talk to. Again, let's go talk to my auntie. We'll talk about this real quick, because we still have the original paper, right?
The original
Yep.
paper.
Well,
yeah,
actually,
here
you
go.
don't know if you
I
got
got a little
it.
blood on. I'm sorry.
You did not
Oh,
see
that's
it.
right. I'll be in Gus
Oh,
and
it was-
You don't
it was
know
Gus.
Gus
that.
and-
Oh,
yeah,
they have it.
that's right.
Yeah, so Thea.
You have the
I have a cop.
do you have the Zebediah? You still have that copy of the paper?
And Thea has
Yeah,
the
got a
new
little
one too.
blood on it, but yeah.
We don't know that.
I have a new
Oh,
one.
okay. But I think Thea was just telling us, right? Were you just
Right.
saying it?
No.
Yeah, I mean, she has like papers and
All right.
Well, if she's holding that out, I'll take that. That's for sure.
Here's what I think we should do with these candles. I think there's 6 of us here. There's 6 candles.
Each
If
one
we
take
keep these
one.
candles, everybody keep one candle. This way, these people can't necessarily get them all. If we take them to one location, put them in one location, that's easier for somebody to snatch. But if we're all responsible for one candle,
I was thinking send one down the bottom of the river.
yeah, but still somebody can find us eventually.
Eventually, when it hits the ocean.
I mean, listen, what I know from the war is today's problems.
You're right.
If we put them
You're
on,
right.
becomes
You're
tomorrow's
right.
problem.
You're right. You're right. I argue that one with you.
It's a good
Okay.
idea.
Yeah, that's a mighty plan. I think each of us holding one of these, and I just like hand out the candles that I was like collecting.
Put it in my bag.
Yeah, stick it in my coat.
I don't. Y'all don't have to come, but I would love for y'all to come to.
That
hear
is
what's
up to
going
y'all.
on.
That is
Yeah.
entirely up to y'all. I'm not going to make you. If Zebediah, you need yourself a coffee and a slice of pie, like I know you and Ashley are wanting to do, I would not hold it against you for going and relaxing at this time.
We got time. We got plenty of time for pie. Is that right, Ashley? We got plenty of time.
There's
to get
always
some
time for
after
pie.
this,
Well,
I
Lady
am-
so we
Body
go after this.
has already extended the invitation. I wouldn't mind a mess of mush.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Gabe,
I'm gonna
another
kill him.
time. Another
I'm
I'd
gonna
love
kill
to
him.
see you try.
We got bigger things above it. Gus, stop, both of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I thought I was the one supposed to be at his throat. What the hell's going on today? I'm sober. Gus is fighting with Gabe.
Dogs
it might
lying
be
with
best.
cats.
I think it might be best if we all go and maybe get a charm or something. We now had,
I don't
or
disagree
Zebediah
with
get
that.
possessed. Who knows what's going to happen?
Let's go.
We make the 30-minute walk back to my auntie's.
Go back
Oh
to
gosh.
Auntie.
And this is a good place to break.
Ugh.
Awesome.
It was a good episode, but a
Yeah.
rough episode.
Man.
Very thin.
I was scared being in the center of the circle. I was like, oh no.
Every spirit in the cemetery
I was-
to you.
Yeah.
We should have known better than to send Gus. We should have known better than that.
Yeah.
You should
This
have.
was the perfect one to
But I
say.
loved it.
I was listening.
No, but you know what? It seemed the most logical. We didn't send him. Gus was like, I'm going to go down there. We'll
That's
just let him
true.
go.
Yeah.
You know?
How are we going to get through to these kids, though? How are we going to get through to these kids? How? Man. Ugh.
Man, it's rough.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. We will see you in a week. See you next Wednesday. And don't let the spirits in you. Have a good night, all.
Bye, y'all.
Talk to those
Hey.
heights.
Bye.
Some were nice, though.
Bye.
Some helped, though. Some were helpful.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it. Bye.
Bye.
Night, everyone. Happy New Year.
Burning rock, crackle smoke out of the mountain's mouth, hollowed by a cut, by a slash, by a fiery blow. Running through the valley like it's running through my veins, while red-eyed crows keep watch underneath the blood-red moon. My slunch-wide soul cries out to rise up against the tide of dusty songs cut hard from the dark mountain stone. Cut hard from the dark mountain stone. Cut hard from the dark mountains.